All right, so we're going to go over the inverse head and shoulders formation, what happened to it, how pretty much last minute I had to instruct the community that something occurred in the momentum of the buyer's momentum, and how we had to like switch our strategy to potentially do a short. But yeah, I'm going to go over that really quick, and I will hunt through a couple of the charts with you and see if we can find any other opportunities with another asset. All right, cool. All right, so yesterday we were talking about an inverse head and shoulders that could potentially play out, but it's uptrending, so I was a little bit worried about that. Anyways, when we broke this uptrending level of momentum right here, and the candle print showing that there was resistance, then I was like, okay, this is likely going to go to the downside. And we monitored this uptrending level of support, and we got this technical target of this formation of around 22,400. And we had to set an alarm for here because this is a local level of support that we had to be aware of that could end up causing us to get out of this position early. Because it started off as a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, but after we got the support bounce, we had to immediately close the trade so we wouldn't end up hitting our stop loss unnecessarily. And yeah, right after this bounce, shortly afterwards, during this red doji here, I decided to get out. And luckily that I did, because it would have came up and hit my stop loss, and I would have lost about 0.9% unnecessarily. Anyways, what this is actually starting to play out and turn into now, unfortunately, is a large double top formation. Now, it doesn't mean it's actually going to play out that way, but if I can delete this so I can get rid of some of this noise for you. There we go. We don't need any of this stuff now. All right, cool. So now let's undo that. Draw a trend line from this top to this top here. And this is the neckline right here of the double top formation. If we end up breaking this level of support and using it as resistance, it will confirm the double top, and then we'll end up going to much lower levels. When you grab the technical target from the center point of the formation, and there we go, we got a technical target of around 20,900. And I do believe that this is going to invalidate our ability to reach the technical target of the larger formation, the more macro formation that we're looking at in large time frames. Like this triple bottom formation was supposed to bring us to 25K, but in reaction to this, we almost made it to the target, but we have to respond to this double top formation and get out early for our longer term trades as well. So if we end up coming down through here, we might have a couple bounces here, but if we ultimately end up coming down and breaking this level of support and using it as resistance, the technical target is like I said before, around basically 21,000. With support along the way that they'll look out for as well. This red line here represents a strong level of support. This VPVR interest level represents a strong level of support. If I go over to like the hourly, you'll see what I mean. We have a lot of retests here, and we had active support here, so it'll likely act as support again right here. So we got to be very careful. If we were to decide to enter like a short position, we may have to close our trade early here around 21,600. So what I'm going to do, just so I'm not staring at the charts all day, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to move this trend line down, because this could end up turning into a whole other formation altogether. You could see price action go like this instead, which is a lot more bullish than a double top formation, but it's a lot more boring too, because you can end up this formation basically would represent a buyer's exhaustion coming into play. And so the volume starts to die down and die down. Then ultimately they have to make a decision. And this kind of formation gives an explosive move. So we'll have a lot of volume that comes in right after we break out. But until that point, we're basically sitting on our hands waiting a long period of time. Whereas a double top, it's a little bit faster, more volume. So we come up like this, see price action come down, probably bounce off this VPVR interest level right here, then get the rejection off of this level of support flipping as resistance. Anyways, That's pretty much everything I got for you for Bitcoin. So I'm going to keep my eye on this, and I'm going to have my alarm set for both these trend lines so I can respond to both scenarios. And when it comes to the technical target, if we were to break to the upside, we basically, the technical target is the top of the formation. But as we get retests, you'd have to look out for all those levels of resistance along the way up, because at any point, we could not reach the technical target and get stopped around here, or if we got a touch point around here, we get stopped around here. So you got to be very aware of that kind of price action. Let's go over to other assets and see if we can find a different trade as well. Let's go over to Cardano. There's someone in the comments mentioned Cardano, so we're going to bring it up here. So yeah, same scenario. So this Cardano has a lot of Bitcoin liquidity, so whenever Bitcoin pumps, Cardano will pump with it. Whenever Bitcoin drops, it'll drop with it. But because it's a lower market cap asset, these moves typically have a lot more percent impact. So I don't normally recommend trading with leverage with lower market cap assets because of that, because it's basically like you're already trading with leverage, especially if you compare it to like Forex trading. Yeah, same kind of concept, double top. If we were to break to the downside, it'd be around 44 cents per Cardano. So I'd set an alarm for this downtrending level of resistance, and I'd set an alarm for this downtrending level of downtrending level of resistance, downtrending level of support right here. Same kind of concept, just basically wait for the breakout, monitor the resistance because it may turn into like a pennant. But based on the amount of explosive growth we've been having lately, it would make sense for us to have some exhaustion and see things start to come down and get a reset. Let's see if we can find anything on theta. It's a little bit messy. I'm going to delete this. It looks like it's trying to get back above, but same thing, double top. So I'm just going to focus on Bitcoin, see what it's doing, and then move and shift over to other assets like Cardano. If Bitcoin were to break to the downside, I'll just switch over to another asset and I can short them both at the same time. Not financial advice, of course. If you guys have any questions about this, you can reach out to me in the Discord at any time. I'd love to help you out. If you're unfamiliar with Investor Shares Discord, basically I give out signals real time, all the time. I basically live and breathe crypto. So if you guys have any questions as well about anything else like DeFi strategies, how to get out of debt, all that kind of stuff, I'll help you with that as well. But that's everything I got for you guys. Please subscribe. We're getting close to 1,000, and I really appreciate for everyone who's been watching. Have a great day.